that your current circumstance cannot be, what's at your forefront. You got to look beyond it.
Absolutely.
You got to look beyond it when you're dope. I mean, you're going for your dreams and aspirations, because the fact of the matter is, if you get stuck on stupid, or stuck on that one statement, that one page, and you never have the ambition or the courage to flip the page or to go further, then you can only blame yourself. I can't blame you, Ryan, if I don't get up here and come up with a concept. I can't blame you or my mom or my daddy. I'm 39 years old. I cannot keep blaming or why I didn't achieve that. I have to want it bad enough. So I get the next part of that, of leveling up. You have to be hungry.
Be hungry.
Hungry for it. Now, I've been hungry to the point where my lips was white. Okay. Have you ever had that?
Right.
And you've been like so thirsty. I almost feel it right now where I'm hungry right now. But, you have to have that hunger, about you, that you're going to do whatever it takes to get the meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ordering online, you trying to go pick it up, you ain't trying to wait for the delivery man to get it, it's going to take up too much time to cook it, or either you're going to prep to cook, to eat. Whatever you do, you're going to have a plan about it. So if you're really hungry about your dopeness, you're going to plan it out. You're going to either meet the need right away, you're going to get that self-gratification at that moment, or you're going to just say, I'm going buffet style. I'm going all in. I'm grabbing all that I can, and then I'll deal with the repercussions later. I mean, There's different levels of being hungry, So, but I don't think you should starve yourself. And I think a lot of people, we starve ourselves in dreams.
You should starve your fears. You should starve,
but not your dreams.
You should starve the negativity. And starving it means that you're not paying it any attention. I'm not paying my haters any attention.
Right.
I'm not paying any of my naysayers any attention. I'm not paying the thousands of friends I had on Facebook or social media that's not liking or commenting or anything, and paying that any attention. Not because they don't matter. It's just my dream matters more.
Right.
My purpose matters more. And so I can't get caught up in, well, did I offend? Did I not offend? My dream has nothing to do with your feelings or happiness.
Absolutely. I'm past it. I think, and I've seen myself even grow, even from first season to second season, where I'm like trying to be cautious and, and I was just like, I don't give a damn what people think, because the fact of the matter is that I'm human, you're human, and we're all going for something. And we're to the point, perception is cool. I understand that you want to be perceived a certain way, and that has nothing to do with your morals and your values. But when you're going for something, it may look strange to other people, and unfamiliar and foreign to people, but to you, it's common ground for you to go and chase your dreams. So you're going to have to be foreign to people, I would say would be the final thing to people, the next level up. Be foreign.
But I'm okay with being foreign because, one, I have to realize not everybody's going to like me, but you will respect me, and you're going to respect me because of my passion. You're going to respect me because of my hunger, my hustle, the word you don't like using, but you're going to respect that piece of me, and that's where I'm leveling up to, is that being persistent, being passionate, being driven, being focused, that every obstacle that comes my way, I'm going to overcome it.
Right.
And just, I'm not stopping.
Right.
I can't be stopped. You won't stop this, and so I think being foreign, you should be okay with, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I'm cool with people not know how to speak my language.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm cool with that.
But most successful people, they don't really care to be liked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a small circle, and that small circle is because being liked is a distraction.
I agree. And like fan clubs, we see millions of them and some fake fan clubs, of famous stars.
The president of Selena's fan club killed her. People say they're your fan, but they really don't want to be your fan. They're not really a fan. They really
That's
a
true.
Snake
They
or
waiting.
Your hater. Yeah.
Yeah, they waiting to undercut you. And I love what you said about just making sure that we starve our fears and going forward into our dreams. Being that motivated. Having the ambition is so important. And, at this point in my life, I ain't got time for it. Like, really, I think as I'm getting older, I have like zero tolerance for ignorance or for people who are just super negative or people who just don't want to get up. Like, you know, I went for a walk yesterday and I was tired. Like, I was so tired, but I was like, okay, I would like to see my hips go down like 7 inches or maybe 10 inches. I would love that, but I can't sit down and do that.
Right. You got to roll.
I got to do something, right? You know, it takes a step. And boy, it was so hot outside. I just really wanted to turn back numerous times. And I said, oh my God, this is horrible. But then when I came back, I was just so rested and ready to go to sleep. And I felt like accomplished, you know, that I at least made the step back out there to do something for me.
Right.
And that's, to me, the ultimate goal of leveling up and being dope is that you got to do it for you.
Do it for you, because it's you. It's the future you that's standing on the other side of the crowd. That's the future you. The 10 years from now, Cookie is standing on the other side of, you know, that greatness, and she can't come out, or she can't come forth until you get there. You can't meet her until you get there. There's this. I don't like doing plugs, so I'm not plugging it. But there's this show that my brother Tilden was watching, and another friend of ours, Anthony, was watching, and it's called Queen of the South.
Oh, yeah.
And in the show that I love, because when she finds herself at that low point where she's about to die and she's about to give up, her future self steps in and says, you can keep going. Don't give up. And so for nothing else, you have to look at yourself in the mirror daily to say, I can't give up. If it's not for your kids, if it's not for your mama and them, your dog, your cat, your goldfish, your bird, whatever, like you said earlier, it has to be for your future you. And you are worth every, and to answer the question, is it worth it? Absolutely it is. Because all the stuff that you went through before, and you're going to give up now? No, I want to see the future me.
Listen, Ryan. You know, we got a 1-year anniversary coming up for me, which I'm going to be doing some fun on that day. Okay. And I realized it was in this moment, like this past couple weeks, that I'm so thankful that it didn't turn out the way it did with the engagement and everything, because I would have never continued to, my dreams and aspirations would have been put on pause. Like, I really still want to slice his tires. I'm not doing that, but, you know, we moved on. But it's just to a point where I'm thankful that it didn't turn out that way, because then I would have settled for being a person who's an introvert or someone who doesn't like doing anything and makes you feel bad because you want to go and do stuff. I don't have time for that. And you know me, I'm a people person. I like going places. I like doing things, and staying at home is cool, but I like to get out there and just be around. I feed off negative and good energy. So that's why I like working in the office. I have an opportunity to work at home, but I like working in the office because I'm driven by that. So it can go either way for me. So you have to be able to recognize your level of dopeness and say, am I really where I need to be? Or is there something else that I can do to push myself up, you know? And you really should look into the mirror. Like Remy Ma, I like her, but one of her first songs was I'm Conceited. And my sister Erin, she used to always say that was my national anthem, because she said I was super conceited, like, because it says I'm conceited, I got a reason, right? I do got a reason. Now it's just I'm confident and I got a reason. See, that's the remix.
Right.
Because you have to be confident in who you are in order to know how dope you are. And if you don't know who you are, you'll never be able to reach that next level of dopeness. You just won't.
Absolutely. And I think it's, you know, more prevalent to, if anything else, is be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident in knowing you may not always understand everything that where you're going. And the other thing that, and you said it a few moments ago when you talked about, you know, this place in life. I'm working on a book, and this particular book is called Celebrate the Losses. Finding the power in the pain, being able to celebrate those disappointments, being able to celebrate the rejections and the heartbreaks, finding that greater you in it, you know. And one of the things is I'm learning in this writing of the book is the rejection, the hurt, disappointments, it hurts.
Right.
but still finding the purpose and the triumph in it, and not from a super deep or spiritual piece,
right?
But that you are learning that, hey, that setback, that disappointment was
help me.
It was, it meant to cover me. There are times where I didn't get jobs or whatever, and I realized, I look back over and people from that company has called and said, hey, glad you didn't take it because they shut the department down or whatever. Ooh. So, being able to celebrate those losses and being grateful in it, in those moments.
Yeah. And I think that shows a level of maturity too, because you're able to look back and say, wow, it wasn't for me.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I'm really okay with it now, because if I would have settled for that, I would have never known what's in me, that I could have survived, that I could have overcome, that I have that much drive.
You did.
Right.
That you do
right.
have. And it unlocks that.
Right.
It unlocked a lot of drive and independence for yourself. And so, your future you and your future boo is gonna celebrate all of it.
Listen, put your shades on, okay? It's gonna be blinding, y'all. Okay, it's like you have to think that about yourself too.
I don't want you to wear shades. I want you to see all my light. I want you to see everything that I accomplished. I want to see all of my goodness.
I'm with Ryan now. I was trying to be nice, you guys, but Ryan is taking over my show.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, he's not sorry, you guys.
I'm really not, but
I know, because you can do that. But I just want to say that it's always a pleasure having Ryan on, because we always have great dialogue, and it means a lot, that someone can invest in you and not be that guy, that just doesn't want to see you win, but he really does want people to win.
Absolutely.
And that makes a big difference, when you have people around you that are like that. I want you to know that I appreciate you. I think you should know. They talk about give people roses when they alive, not when they dead. Can't appreciate them. But I want you to know that I appreciate you for even starting the movement, because people don't understand. You sleep on us now. I need you to stay woke, because we about to really blow up, and you about to see us in the area, in the street. That's one of my visions for the team, for us to be out in the community, doing live, interviews and things like that, and getting the real response of our community, so we can see what makes them unstoppable, and having that conversation with individuals. So I think that's our next level up.
Absolutely. Just getting out there in the community. I'll say it here on your show, live or whatever, and for the camera. We're getting ready to do a back to school thing.
Yes.
And I don't want to be a back to school where we just come in and drop some backpacks off, but we're creating a movement. As you said, with Be Unstoppable, we're creating a movement, and we're not just, I don't want to be a figment, or I don't want to be an afterthought.
Right.
I want to be a real live movement.
Right.
And so we're excited about what's happening in the future. And so, glad to be a part.
Yeah, I guess I have to let you come back, I might let you come back.
Okay. Well, I'll appreciate that. You let me come back.
Yes. Well, I have, and then I guess that'll be when you approve my session to be able to record. Right. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Continue to follow us. Definitely hashtag this episode I'm Dope. This is I'm Dope Part 3. But definitely level up. It's time for you to level up, take action, make those moves. It is all about you. You have the determination. You do have the ability to overcome. You are persistent, and you do have the endurance to make it. Again, always thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Cookie.
Thank you, Cookie.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Cookie, where real issues crumble. We look forward to you joining us every week on the Be Unstoppable podcast channel.